So Gramp's here, but only for a short time today. I was told he's got trees getting taken down at his house and he needs to be there to make sure they don't need anything. So he's getting some juniper trees taken down. So we're just gonna do a little bit of cutting. So let's do some cutting with Gramp. So Gramp stopped because he really likes to start the first row whenever we pile like this. He says it's like a foundation. The first row sets it, and even though I've been doing this for a lot of years, he still likes to do it his way. So you'll see here, he and I, we're going to work through this bunch of rounds that he's got cut here, and we're going to get everything stacked up and started. And you'll see him in a minute. He's going to want me to move a bunch of them. You see me kicking them there, and he's going to move some in a little further too when he gets going. Want to get that first row nice and straight, and he's going to tell me I'm wrong right here. So here I go. I'm going to fix him because he's been doing this for a long time, and he has his way that he likes to do it. So you'll see we get down on our hands and knees just because it's a little easier to set those first few. And then after that, this stuff's all smaller, so it'll stack pretty quick. Tomorrow when we come back and go through this, it'll go pretty fast and it won't take us long at all. But this is just a little bit. He wanted to come do a little bit today because he had trees getting taken down at his house. So he needed to go supervise and be over there. That's tamarack that they're taking down over there. So my uncle will use that in the wood stove in his shop. And they'll make sure that that gets put to good use. But you see here, I'm just kind of throwing some rounds out of the way to make room so that we can get the base put down the way we want it and get everything started nice and straight. Once that first row is there, then you can stack everything against it, and you don't have to worry about anything tipping over or anything being in the way. So there's one tank of fuel, and he's off to the races to go supervise the tree removal at his house. So let me let you know what we got going on for the rest of the day. So the log hauler already called, early bird again today. I'm impressed, and said he's on his way with another load, maybe two. So we've got more wood coming today. I've got 3 soil deliveries, 2 compost deliveries, and a mulch delivery to run this morning. And then we're gonna go bring some wood up to the barbecue restaurant. So, gonna be a busy day. But we'll bring you guys along for some of the soil deliveries, show you what we got going on, and we'll just have another fun day at work. So let's go grab some coffee and let's get in the truck. So we're in the truck and we're gonna go get some breakfast with Big Rich and my wife. It's school vacation this week for Richard for spring break, and they have an eye appointment later this morning, so they wanted to know if I could grab breakfast with them. So I said sure, why not? So we're gonna go grab some fuel at the fuel station. We'll meet them for breakfast, and then we'll go pick up our soil and start doing our deliveries. I also got messages this morning, a text message and a Facebook Marketplace message from previous customers, and got another 8 cord worth of firewood that we've got to deliver. So everything is starting to get busy. This is be the first year in a while that I've had nothing but my time to devote to the business. I'm going to do my best to stay as busy as possible, but still keep up with everything and not get too far behind. So we're going to get busy. If I can do 5 or 6 deliveries every day for soil and mulch this time of year, and run a couple of loads of firewood once Kevin's available to help me split, that's a really, really good bonus and a good boost to sales. So we're going to plug away. We've got a lot of work to do, especially if we're going to be selling a house and moving, building a new wood yard, doing all that stuff. So we're going to have to stay diligent. We're going to have to stay on our toes. Local dump truck driver, I know everybody, so they all wave. I just wave back. But let's go get some fuel, then we'll go get some breakfast, and then we'll get to work. So this customer took a load of soil there. One there. That was a sketchy one dumping off the road. And then another one right there. So we'll get the trailer closed up. We'll go run a couple more. Kevin, can you see over the side of the truck?
Yep.
How tall are you?
5'2".
Yeah, they wanted to know how tall you are. They said you got to reach over your head to turn the levers on the splitter. Are they over your head?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of? Well,
Yep.
So we got a load of kindling.
But I do have to reach up.
Yeah, he does have to reach up, so we'll have to measure it. They want to know how tall they are.
I'm 5'2".
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
right.
I know I was right, but they want to know how tall the splitter is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Splitter, you're going to say about 6 feet.
Yeah, it ain't 6 feet tall. We'll see, though. But we got a load of small split hardwood and a bunch of kindling. We're going to go get this dropped off to a customer, and then I'm headed to the barbecue restaurant. Kevin's picking up the last few pieces out of his bin there. $30 worth of kindling, $40 worth of firewood, plus a delivery fee. So we'll go get this delivered, and we'll be right back. That wood's starting to look pretty nice right there, but I'll show you something that looks even better than that. We just pulled back into the yard. Kevin's headed home. Another load of logs. So the yard's filling up. Gramp's been down there. We cut this morning because you guys know how a little bit every day goes a long way. Help someone if you can. Tomorrow we're going to do some serious cutting with Gramp tomorrow morning. Then I think we've got 3 cords of firewood to deliver. I'm going to confirm that with the customer tonight, and then we'll see what else we got on the agenda for fun. But I'm headed to the barbecue restaurant to drop off some 8-inch smoker wood and go pick Big Rich up. He's been harassing his mother at her work, so school vacation's coming to a close, and I think Mama's happy about that. So we'll see you guys on the next one.